Hi guys, my name is Muhammad Ahmed. Today we are going to discuss treatment of allergic rhinitis. Allergic rhinitis is actually inflammation of the nasal mucous membrane due to some allergens. The drugs that can be used in allergic rhinitis include antihistamines, alpha-1 adrenergic agonist, inhaled corticosteroids, and some other drugs that can be used in allergic rhinitis. Antihistamines are drugs that inhibit the action of histamine on histamine receptor, specifically H1 receptors. Second generation antihistamines are preferred for allergic rhinitis treatment than first generation antihistamines because second generation antihistamines are polar and cannot cross the blood brain barrier and they do not cause any sedative effect. The agents that included in second generation antihistamines are cetirizine, levocetirizine, loratadine, desloratadine, and fixofenadine. The first generation antihistamine can be used, but they are less preferred. The agents that included in first generation antihistamines are cyclizine, meclizine, diphenhydramine, chlorpheniramine, and brompheniramine. Azilastine and olopatadine are topical intranasal agents that are applied directly to the mucous membrane of nose. If we talk about side effects of antihistamines drugs, side effects include sedation, dry eyes, mouth. Alpha-1 adrenergic agonist for the treatment of allergic rhinitis can be called as nasal decongestant. The most common used alpha-1 adrenergic agonists include phenylephrine and oxymetazoline. Phenylephrine is short-acting, oxymetazoline is long-acting. They act on alpha-1 adrenergic receptors of smooth muscles of blood vessels and mimic the action of epinephrine and cause vasoconstriction. We cannot use alpha-1 adrenergic agonist for more than 3 days because it can lead to rebound nasal congestion which is called rhinitis medicamentosa. They have very rapid onset and very short duration. They are used in the form of inhalation or inhaler. That's why they have very low or very rare side effects. If we talk about inhaled corticosteroids, 1 to 2 week treatment improve the allergic rhinitis symptoms. Inhaled corticosteroids are safe for long-term use. The side effects are very local, include nasal irritation, nosebleed, sore throat. And if the inhalation technique is improper, it may lead to deposition into pharynx and causes oropharyngeal candidiasis. We will advise the patient to inhale slowly if the target organ is nose, as in allergic rhinitis. If the target organ is bronchi, bronchiole, in COPD, for example in asthma, then we will advise the patient to inhale the dose slowly and deeply. We can use spacer. What are spacer? Spacer are conical plastic tube that are introduced in front of metered dose inhaler. It trap large particle with very low velocity and it prevents the deposition of large particle having low velocity in the oropharyngeal mucosa and prevent the oropharyngeal candidiasis, and it prevent the systemic absorption of inhaled corticosteroids and prevent the systemic side effects. The other agents that can be used in allergic rhinitis include chromoline, ipratropium, and leukotriene receptor antagonist. These drugs are not first line of therapy, but they can be used. Chromoline is mast cell stabilizer. Ipratropium is short-acting muscarinic antagonist. Leukotriene receptors antagonist include zafilucas and montelukast. उम्मीद है आपको बेहतरीन समझ आई होगी। थैंक्स फॉर वॉचिंग दिस वीडियो।